name is Starlight. Welcome to my YouTube channel, and I'm reaching out to all of you beautiful souls out there. I hope you're doing great. I hope you're out getting out in nature somewhere. And also, besides getting out in nature, I hope you're taking really good care of yourself. Be kind to yourself and to others. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, welcome. And today, this is a different topic, and I'm going to jump right in, is, going from homeless to starting your own business is what this video is going to be about today. And that's where Starlight is now, is I believe that everything happens for a reason. So universe will do things to you because there's a reason for it. So today I really want to help people out that might be struggling with being homeless, or even just getting a job, or if you want to start your own business. Maybe you're not even homeless or anything, this video will help you out. I've already done this before, so it's like a replay in my life, all right, Starlight, here you go again. So anyway, when you're homeless and you don't have a place of your own to call home, like if you're sleeping in your car, especially, this video is really for people that are homeless living in their car, your car is very important to start a business, any sort of business. You got to be able to get around, and a bus is not the way to do it, So this is for people that have a car, and a decent looking car, to do this. So in the kind of business that I'm talking about, for me personally, it's going to be a cleaning business. So this is for people that might be interested in starting their own cleaning business. And it could be a guy or a girl, it doesn't matter. It's just really if you got a good background and you're a trustworthy person, and you're a hard worker, and you can make your own hours, be your own boss. So that is what this video is about, is to encourage people, just because, there are people out there that could be struggling being homeless, or financial situations in their life doesn't mean it's the end of the world. And so that is why I wanted to make this video, is in order to start your own business, if you're homeless, you're going to need money coming in somehow or another. So depending on if you want to start your own business, you want the day hours. So the best thing that you can do is to find a nighttime job, like 5 o'clock at p.m. till, who knows, maybe 10 o'clock at night. So then you can actually work those hours in that frame, like Monday through Friday, or even if you want to, you can work on a Saturday. It's all up to you. You're your own boss. You find a job that, that is going to help you out. So you want to find a nighttime job, so you have the daytime available, and then you go to, you get home at 10 o'clock, unwind, clean up. Of course, I don't know, I know Starlight's likes to eat a little bit before she goes to bed, and it's probably not the greatest for your health, but a lot of people do that. They eat at nighttime, so and then you wake up in the next morning, and then that's where you can actually have those hours in the morning for a business. So at first, you want to get your foot in the door somewhere to make some decent money at nighttime, and depending on what kind of work you like, or the kind of job that you are desiring to have, is, try to find something, especially if you're homeless, to find something as close as can be to where you are staying with your vehicle. That way it's not so much gas money going back and forth. The gas money is so important when you are homeless, so you don't want to waste money, like on all the gas, and, because you're going to need that gas money for the next day to go back and forth to work at night. And if you're able to do that for at least 2 weeks to get your first pay, that's why it's so important to really make sure you're being wise with your spending when you get money, whatever way you get money. Some people, when they're homeless, they have absolutely no money at all, and then they have to find a way of getting some money in to work with. So sometimes you might have to find yourself doing some kind of odd jobs or something, just to get some cash on hand, you know, find some people that, hey, they got some work for you to do. Hey, go over there. They might have everything for you, to get the job done, and to have some money for gas. Keeping your car on the road is the most important thing as far as being homeless goes, besides making sure you're eating good and being positive. And it is, I'm not going to say it's easy to be in positive when you're in, you feel that you're in such a low state in your mind. And first, when you are homeless, it takes a while just to get adjusted that you are homeless. And, like it could take time to, why are you in this place in the first, like, how did you get there? So I really don't know how I got here, but, the universe has got a plan, and I got to trust it. No matter how I got in this situation, the universe is going to use me one way or another. And, I've said some crazy stuff to the universe about whatever it takes to do this and whatever you got to do this. And, so I did. I put my big foot in my mouth is what I did. And God heard me, so God is going to use my words. Well, Starlight, you said whatever you have to do, you desire this over here. Well, okay, here you go. You gotta, so here I am, where I feel like I'm on the bottom, and I gotta work my way up from the bottom to get all the way back up again. And I've done this many times in my life, so it just, I'm just trying to reach out to you, because maybe you've been in my situation before, and maybe you've been there many times before. And the more I thought about it, I've been homeless in my life maybe about 6 or 7 times, like already in my life, because I thought more about how everything went before. So, but it wasn't a long-term thing, it was always just short terms on that. So right now it's probably the longest time I've been homeless in the situation where I am right now. So it's been 17 days right now that I've actually been homeless, living in my car. So, and I've already done applications trying to get a job. And, like I said, the first part of it is really getting adjusted, finding out where you're going to get your food, where you're going to get cleaned up, what are you going to do on a rainy day, all those kind of things, like goes through a homeless person's mind, like especially if you're an active person like me, so that's the first part, is that you're always trying to figure out, and figure out your sources out there where you can get food. And you want to save money on your gasoline in your vehicle, having it legal, having everything. Your phone is very important when you're homeless, to make sure you have a phone. If you have a computer like I do, I have my laptop. Those are very important when you are going through and being homeless. So those are things that you want to keep handy. And if you don't have a computer, is that you can go to the library, which is awesome, where you can use their libraries there to try to search for a job. And so it is best to go and try to get a job at night hours. If you really want to start your own business in the daytime, so I'm going to rebuild up my cleaning business all over again. I'm going to call up all my old clients and just check with them. I haven't called them yet because my throat has been sore, and, I've been trying to heal that part first, so then I have my voice back. And so it's my voice is getting better. And so I'm hoping, either today or tomorrow, I'll be able to make some phone calls and just reach out to my old clients to see if they need a cleaner. Are they happy with the cleaner they have, or would they like me back? Do they, so it's gonna be hard for me to make those phone calls. And I can just let them know, hey, if you do know anybody that needs a cleaner, let them know that I'm back in business. So that's how I'm going to do things right now. So, and then, so I'm going to be getting a job at nighttime, trying to find a job that has is I can work like 5 o'clock and later on in the night. So then that way I can have money. And then, I need, I already have my old vacuum cleaner And so I'm going to need supplies. And with a cleaning business, really, with a lot of, like if you're just going to clean houses, a lot of times the people will have everything set up for you. So sometimes you might go to a house but you're going to have to arrange the price, like on what to charge them as far as doing the job. You got to look up online and find out, well, what is like you don't want to shoot too high starting your own cleaning business, and you don't want to shoot too low when starting, and depends on if you even have any experience in cleaning in the first place. But if you don't really have any cleaning experience, then you're not going to want to shoot high on a price for cleaning, and you're absolutely going to want to start by the hour instead of by the job. That way you can figure out how long each job and each home takes to clean. And right from the start, you definitely want to save all the receipts on anything that you buy. And you don't want to learn from somebody that made that mistake herself, is when you go and buy your cleaning stuff, buy that separately. And, like you might have to go into the grocery store and the line at the cashier and just have things separately, like put all your cleaning supplies up, get the receipt, save that baby. And then, but, then you can pay for all the other things in your cart for your house needs, whatever that is, and that will be a separate receipt. So it is a lot of work, but it will be worth it at the end. Believe me, you do not want to try to go do your taxes without having proof of how much all the supplies. They're not even gonna, they're not gonna even take that number. If you said, yeah, I spent this much money on cleaning supplies and this and that, but you don't have any proof, they're not gonna, you're gonna be hurting at the end. So you definitely want to make sure you have receipts of anything that you put money on as far as your cleaning business goes. And also, if it's good to actually make some kind of paperwork, but you don't have to, with the people that you are working for, to like how much you are charging, for the job, and how much, like all that stuff. So those are good to do. It's not necessary, because if you have people, it depends on how you want to have people pay you, whether it's cash or check. You definitely want to separate those and add them up. And it's all up to you on how you do that as far as money goes. There's some people, they want to give cash. They don't really want to do the checks, so it's up to you whether you take cash or not. And the way the system is going, it might be a cashless society, where we might not even have cash later on. And there's so many different ways to take payments, these days, as far as cleaning business goes, where, there's some places online where you can actually have them, like put your payment into a card, so you get paid that way. But it's all up to you on how you do that. Or if you have the checks, and that's your proof of how much you've been charging them for a one-time cleaning at their house. So and once you get a job at nighttime, what you want to do is you can actually get like free business cards online somewhere, and you'll just have to Google that and find out like free business cards. And I have my old business cards, which I kept, and I'm so grateful. So I can actually go around and pass those all over, go everywhere you can think of. If you got any friends or family that can actually spread your business cards around, really use all the sources that you have that you can think of as far as getting that word out. Laundromats are a great place to go and put out business cards. And even if you want to make flyers, maybe you don't have the money right now for, because you are homeless, or maybe you do have the money to go get those things. a magnet for your car is really important. So if you don't have the money right now for a magnet, maybe because you got so many other things that you got to pay for right now, like your phone or, like insurance on your car, your car is the number one if you are homeless. That's the most important thing, that you got to keep that baby all, make sure you taking it to your mechanic, getting everything legally taken care of, and your insurance is paid, that's what I got. My inspection is due right now, for this month. So you want to make sure your car is inspected. You want everything legal. You don't want to have any problems in that area, especially in being homeless. So that's an absolutely 100% thing that you definitely have to make sure that is definitely taken care of. Even if you have to borrow money from somebody to take care of those problems, because later on, hopefully you're an honest person, that you will pay that person back and just say, hey, I got a job at nighttime, and I'm going to get paid in a couple weeks. And I will give you that money back, when I get my first paycheck. But, so you got to really think how you can make this happen, and you got to be positive, and it does take time, and it's going to take time, but you got to go out and really find all the places that you can to get your business advertised out there, or even online. You might be able to go on different websites. It is hard, though, online, because what I found is that some places you can put your business online, but they want a percentage of what you make. So Starlight doesn't do that. But then there's like Craigslist, and I'm not really fond of Craigslist at all, but that's one of the places in my area that a lot of people might use for looking for cleaning jobs. But word of mouth is the best if you know somebody, or maybe you have, sorry, I hope this is not too high. But word of mouth is the best way to build up a business, and you got to do a really good job when you start out and all the way through. You can't do a good job in the beginning, as far as like if it's a cleaning job or a cleaning business or whatever business that you want to start, is that you got to give your all. You got to show up on time, be there early, be there at least 5 minutes early, so you can, because like for a cleaner, it takes time to unload the stuff out of your car and to go inside and meet the people and greet them. And you do have to have balance. You want to be able to talk a little bit with the people and then get right to work. You don't want to be rude and just go right to work and avoid talking with them. That's a part of the business, is that you have to be friendly with the people that you're working for. Plus, you want to dress appropriate for the job. In my area, because now it's like, fall and it's getting cold, is, I wear sweatpants, and long sleeve shirts, and I have these short sleeve shirts that has a big huge star for my business. But you don't have to right in the beginning, you don't have to have shirts with your business name on it. Like I don't have my business name on my shirts, but in the future I would love to be able to have my name on my shirts, so that way I can advertise when I'm out in public about my business. So, and I mentioned earlier about having a magnet for your car. That is so important, and that really does bring in business that way. And you can Google online. Derby is where I actually have gotten magnets for my cleaning business. They're thick magnets that are really great, and you got to be careful the kind that you buy, because sometimes you could buy a sticker and you could be driving down the road and they could actually fly off. So I've had that happen in the beginning, but you want to make sure when you get a magnet, you figure out how you want to create your magnet, and a DBA. You need a DBA for starting a business, your name, so then they're going to make sure that nobody else has that name. And so you got to get that started when you start your cleaning business, or whatever business that you're going to start. And a magnet, like you want to get something catchy, so it catches attention. Like my cleaning business is Starlight Cleaning. So of course there's going to be some kind of stars on my magnets. I have to remake my magnets because mine were so old. I did throw those away. So depending on where you go online, and the magnets also, with the magnets, is that you got to be careful when you go through the car wash, is that they don't get taken. You want to really take those off before you go get your car cleaned. That way they don't fall off when you're going through, like if you do the self-serve where you drive through and they clean it for you, because it will take the stickers off. You'll be driving down the road realizing, my sticker is not on my car. I wonder where it went. Right at the car wash. So you want to, like, once you notice that your sticker is off the car, you might want to go back at the car wash and see if they have it hanging around somewhere. So and your magnet, you want to have like the area, like of where you are, that way, because if you're driving all over, like you might be in a different area with your vehicle, and like in my area, the Albany, New York area, it's good to have that, the capital name on there, because that's the area that I'm going to work around in, is to have Albany on there. That way people know that when they see your car, you might be in Vermont somewhere, and they might see a sticker and they might think you have a business out there in Vermont. So you want to make sure they know where you are from. That way then they know if they really want to call you for business or not. And your car and how it looks is very important. So if you have a way of, you got to have your car neat, and I know, like in my situation, things are going to be rough in the begin with, but you got to have your car clean. You don't want to drive in somebody's parking, in their driveway with a car that's got, dirt all over it. So, because you're a cleaner, right? You want to make your car look as nice as possible, as clean as possible. You don't want to have a dirty car in their driveway. So it is really important as a cleaner. It might not matter if you're a construction worker, but it does matter if you are a cleaner, like starting your own business, because it says a lot of who you are. So you definitely want to make sure you don't have junk and garbage in your vehicle. But of course, if you're homeless, you might have to let go of a lot of material stuff and make space in your car so it doesn't look like you are homeless. And really, if all possible, do not let anybody know that you are homeless. Really try to keep that a secret when you're trying to start a cleaning business, because a lot of people are not going to really want to trust anybody that's homeless. It just is not the prettiest thing out there. So you really don't want them to know that you're homeless. So you want your car, when you show up, that, things are kind of taken care of in a good way where it doesn't look so bad. So the less in your car, is better. So that's what I got to do this week, is get rid of a lot of stuff out of my car to make space for cleaning supplies, a vacuum cleaner, where I can restart my cleaning business. And like I said, also, like, your appearance is very important, especially, like having your own business or even working for another company. So you want to make sure that, you don't show up with clothes wrinkled up, and your hair a mess. You want to look your best. So you want to make sure, especially, say if you're already making money at the nighttime job, you're going to want to go out and maybe get new sneakers. You might have to go out and buy new pants for work. You might have to go out and buy some shirts for work. You might have to go out and, of course, buy some cleaning supplies for your job. But you don't want to overdo it when it comes to starting your business, especially living in a car. You want to just have what you need and just buy it as you need it, because you don't have the storage space unless you have a place that somebody's willing to let you store stuff there and be able to do your business where it's really handy. That's a different issue. But if you don't have the space to really have anything, you really want to just buy it as you need it. And when it comes to vacuum cleaners, is that you want to make sure you have everything that you need for your vacuum cleaner. Like mine doesn't need any bags. You know, it's a bagless vacuum cleaner. The only thing I need is belts, and then you got to make sure the belts are the right size for the belts. If the you got to make sure you get the right size belt for the the vacuum cleaner that you have, because if you don't get the right belt, then you could be starting to clean for somebody and the belt will break, or something is not going to work right because it's the wrong size belt. So you want to absolutely make sure you get the right belt and good cleaning supplies. You want to make sure the cleaning supplies that you have are going to do the job. So and when I started my cleaning business, I just test and try different products, and I find not everybody's sorry, not everybody is into this, but I'm a big Clorox fangirl, and I love my Clorox. And I know it's not, the chemicals are really powerful, but I find that it cleans way better. Some people might not, you got to ask people when you, especially with a cleaning business, is to ask them what if they have a problem using any kind of cleaning chemicals, because some people might have issues with Clorox or different cleaning products, and they might want you to do the green products only. And if they do that, then let them know that they can actually go out and pick them up themselves, because you got to figure out what kind of products. Now, if you want to go green the whole way, that is all up to you. Then that means you got to go out and, buy it, because not every, you want to make it easy for the clients that you have for a cleaning business. Some people don't mind going out and picking up stuff and picking up extra stuff for a cleaning business, for their house to get clean. But other people are so busy, they don't want to go out and pick up, a bunch of stuff. They want you to do that. So you got to be open up and to realize that not everybody is going to be running out there grabbing this and that, for a job to get done. But you can always offer and let them know that, hey, this product really is good. If they got wood floors, there's certain mops that are way better than other mops. So you really got to know what works and what doesn't, and what, sometimes people are going to be picky on what they have you mop their floor with. And Starlight uses the twist mop, which is, it's great. It's better than one of those sponge mops, because the sponge mops go, they break easily. But a twist mop, the only problem with a twist mop is that it can get the floor pretty wet, and so what I do is I spread that all around on the floor, absorbing that water off the floor so it's not so wet. But there's mops out there that are way better than a twist mop, but if you don't have your own washer and dryer, it doesn't really help you out as far as a cleaning business goes. So those kind of mops, those are way better to use, and they don't get the floor soaking wet. So you might want to have the client to go and order them themselves, where they can hold that mop there at their house. I believe it's called Bonzo or I can't remember the name, but there's really excellent mops out there, and it's like a Swiffer mop, but they are bigger, and that's what you want, especially if you got a lot of hardwood floors. You want that big, wide mop. You don't want something really small, and the Swiffer might be great for a little area, or just for cleaning your own house, but it's not the product that you want for a cleaning business. It will take forever to get it done, and you got to make sure you get the right kind of broom, and like a container that actually, I think they call it a caddy. I gotta think of the name of it, but it's like a bucket that holds all your supplies in it. Your cleaning a caddy. I don't forget the name of that thing called. But it holds all your cleaning supplies, and it has a handle where you can carry all those supplies with you. To do a job. So Starlight always actually works in the bathrooms first, work my way from the upstairs downstairs. But it's all up to you on how you start your business. I really don't want to get into all of that. Really, this video is mainly to the most important things to think about as far as starting your own business as a cleaner, being homeless, and how you communicate with people on in a cleaning business is very important. When you meet and greet them, like really pay, like when it's the first time meeting them at their house, really pay attention to the things that they're, pointing out. And if you see something and they didn't mention it, question it. Ask them, hey, do you want this clean or that clean? And you got to make sure that, you know, even you might want to even write everything down, but it's not necessary if you got a good memory. And if they didn't mention certain things at the job, at their house, that needs to get clean, you might want to ask them, hey, I noticed you didn't mention this. Do you want this clean? You want to make sure you got it all figured out, when you go look at their house. Don't be in such a rush to get in and out of their house. You got to really look at how dirty their house is. Has it been not cleaned in a long time? Well, if it hasn't been cleaned in a long time, it's going to take longer to clean that job. So if it's something, a house where they've kept it up really good and you are going in there to just keep it clean, then it's not going to take that long. And you got to really look around at, the dust in the area, how dusty it is, sorry. So, and if you got references, it's really important to, if they need references, is to give those names and numbers to them so they can call somebody up and check your name out. And also, you just want to make sure you start off on the right foot as far as cleaning goes. And the things that you're going to need is like you're going to need some kind of stuff to clean the floors. You're going to need a window cleaner stuff. You're going to need toilet bowl cleaner stuff. You're going to need, disinfectant stuff that will kill germs, like in the bathroom and kitchen area. What are you going to use? A broom, a mop, a bucket for the mop, depending on how you're going to clean somebody's house. You're going to need like furniture polish. Sometimes you might need even oven cleaner depending on the place that you're going to clean. And then there's a cleaning product that I use that I love is called Awesome. And it's an awesome product, and that really actually takes a lot of dirt off of things like cupboards sometimes. It is so strong and it's so powerful that you'll see the dirt just drip right off using that product. It's such a great product. And so you're gonna, you have to think of all the things that you need, and then you're gonna need a duster, like a Webster, some people are so funny about cobwebs in their house. You're gonna want to make sure you have something to get those cobwebs out and spiders out. And the more you keep working on those areas, it's going to really make that spider think twice about redoing it all over again, because you got to be right on top of the spider webs with certain people. They are really funny about those spider webs or spiders in their house. So in the beginning, it is a lot to getting to know the person that you're dealing with and what they expect from you. And you always, if you got any questions, ask them. And it's best to, sorry. It's best to ask any question that you have when you're there. And if you forgot something, hey, you can always give them a call later on. But it's best to really communicate most of the phone calls, like on the phone. Texting is good at sometimes, but not all the time. Like if you're running late, then it's okay to use your texting and say, hey, I'm running late, I'm sorry. Let them know. If you're running late, let them know, hey, I'm 5 minutes late. If you can't make it, let them know. You got to give them, like if you know ahead of time that you can't make it on a certain day, let them know so they can, it's really important to let them know ahead of time if you can. And sometimes things do happen without even any warning at all. But as soon as you can make a phone call to let them know, and you don't have to tell them what is going on, just explain, I'm sorry something came up, and that's all. You don't want to get too, say too much, and because really you want to, it's about, having a business. it's not really about trying to make friends, because this is not where you want to try to make friends. It could really backfire on you. But you want to be friendly to the people that you're with. It's just that, with having a cleaning business, you could be there one day and, you might think that they're your friend, and, they could just like, I don't want you as a cleaner anymore. Oh, I thought we were friends. No, you really have to protect yourself, because having your own business, you got to really think business mind, not to try to really make any friends when it comes to having your own business, but you're going to have people that might, really like you and stuff like that, that's what I went through, where I was dog sitting, with family, staying at their house, and, but, when they don't need a cleaner anymore, it's just, and things do happen. They might have a dog, and that might be the reason why you got in to get a job, and when the dog passes away, boom, you're out the door. They're like, hey, we don't need you anymore because the dog's not here anymore. Or maybe we don't need you as much. We needed you every week, and now we don't need you every week. So with a cleaning business, that you got to understand that you always have to keep on going out and trying to get more clients. So don't be surprised that you lose people, because things do happen to everyone. It might be a financial problem that they're going through, or anything. I mean, like a virus going around, could stir things up. So you really got to think ahead and realize that, sometimes it's not even personal. They could be going through changes, maybe they're moving, all kinds of things can happen, how you can lose a job. Oops, sorry. And that's why it's so important that you don't put the prices too high. I try to go at a medium. You can Google it and look online, and like, how much should I charge for cleaning? And like in my area, I would say in Albany area, because some areas people make more money, and then other areas, people might not be able to they might not want to afford, pay that much money for cleaning. So you really gotta really Google that, find out how much are cleaners charging in that area. And like I said before, depending on your experience, because really experience, if you're already experienced cleaner, then you should charge a little extra, because you already have the experience. Like with me, I know where I'm going to start, so, and then there's different jobs that are going to have different prices. Like if you want to do office cleaning, then you got to raise the price up. It's a lot different than a house. So anyway, I think I kind of got a good feel of what I wanted to talk to you about today, as far as starting a cleaning business, being homeless, is that it's a lot of work going out and trying to get new clients all the time. And let the ones that you talk to, give them extra business cards. Let them know, hey, if you know anybody else that is looking for a cleaner, because especially if you're just starting out, they let them know that you're just starting out. That way they could possibly help you to build up your cleaning business. You need to be open in that way with them, because then they might have a family member or a friend that could use a cleaner too. And they might want to have you around for a little bit and see how you are as far as showing up. What is your attitude? Do they feel like they can trust you? Are you doing a good job? How are your communications going with them? They're going to test you out on so many different things. They're going to leave money around, and you got to be really careful not to break anything in their house. So all that stuff is very important. And if they have pets, you need to make sure that you find out, do you have any cats or dogs? And dogs are normally obvious, but sometimes cats are not. So you always want to check in before, like when you meet with them, to find out, do you have any pets? Because you don't want them getting out of the door without you knowing, because you might lose your job instantly, if you just, whoop, the cat just went out the door, So anyway, so on that, you'll be working at nighttime, then 5 to whatever hours, and then, like, hey, it might start off with like in the morning time, you might have a job like on Monday, like in the morning hours, like, and it's all up to you what hours you want to start, like, whether you want to start at 9 o'clock or 10 o'clock, You know, you don't want to start too late or too early, you know. So I was starting at 10 o'clock. I felt like that was a great time to start because then a lot of jobs take 3 hours, so 10, 11, 12, 1. 1 o'clock you would get done, and if you wanted another job after, you got another slot there after that. So, and then once you build up your business in the daytime, you can let go of that one at nighttime. So anyway, I hope you get a lot of help from this video. And it is crazy. I'm going to be doing this all over again. But anyway, I do love you, and you know, you can find me on YouTube, and that is at Starlight, and that's at Kathy with a K Dingman. And you could share my videos with your family, your friends, your cat, dog, your crow. Also, you could share, you could subscribe my YouTube channel, and don't forget the notification bell, and you can leave a message down below, beep, beep, beep. And you can follow me on Instagram, and that's at 1995 Starlight, or on Facebook at Kathy with a K Dingman Starlight. So anyway, I do love all of you, and you know, you just gotta believe in yourself, and you know, get that nighttime job, and get those cards handed out, or flyers, or magnets, or whatever, and start up your own cleaning business, or whatever kind of business, you know, like you know, this time of year in my area is fall time, so if you wanted to start your own lawn care business, like raking leaves, hey, you can go out, get a rake, and rake some leaves up, make some money that way. So anyway, I do love you, and then before I go, you can even do shoveling snow in the wintertime. So there's jobs available. You just really have to be open enough to see that. So anyway, I do love all of you. This is Starlight. Love and light. Peace.